African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation on the 18th of March, 2024. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. In the Donetsk Direction, units of the Western Group of Troops, in cooperation with aviation and artillery, inflicted fire defeat on enemy formations in the area of the settlement of Simkivka, Kharkov region. The Ukrainian armed forces losses amounted to up to 60 military personnel, 4 vehicles, a US-made M777 artillery system, a D-30 howitzer, and a Grad MLRS combat vehicle. In the Belgorod Direction, Russian units inflicted fire defeats on clusters of manpower and equipment of the 105th, 120th Terrestrial Defense Brigades and militants of the Ukrainian terrorist formation RDK in the areas of Popovka, Lukashavka, Velika Pisarevka in the Sumy region and Staritsa in the Kharkov region. In addition, in the area of the settlement of Kazinka, Belgorod region, attempts by Ukrainian sabotage and reconnaissance groups to penetrate across the state border of the Russian Federation were suppressed. As a result, the enemy lost up to 150 military personnel and militants killed and wounded, 2 tanks, 3 cars, as well as a Czech-made Vampire multiple launch rocket system combat vehicle. In the Donetsk Direction, units of the Southern Group of Troops occupied more advantageous positions and defeated the formations of the 80th, 93rd Mechanized, 81st Airmobile, 79th Air Assault Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the 241st Military Defense Brigade in areas of populated areas Maximilianovka, Kleshchivka, and Krasno of the Donetsk People's Republic. An attack by the assault group of the 46th Airmobile Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the area of the village of Krasnogorovka, Donetsk People's Republic, was also repelled. Enemy losses amounted to up to 380 military personnel, 2 armored combat vehicles, including a US-made M113 armored personnel carrier and 4 vehicles. In the Avdiivsky Direction, units of the Center Group of Troops improved the situation along the front line and defeated accumulations of manpower and equipment of the 59th Motorized Infantry, 31st, 47th, 53rd Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine in the areas of the settlements of Netolovo, Omanskoye, Okoratino, and Novobakhmutovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. In addition, they repelled 7 attacks and counterattacks to the assault groups of the 24th, 47th Mechanized, 78th Air Assault Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the areas of the settlements of Kirovo, Orlovka, Berdikai, Semenovka, and Tonenkoy of the Donetsk People's Republic. Enemy losses amounted to up to 295 military personnel, 2 infantry fighting vehicles, 3 armored combat vehicles, 9 vehicles, as well as a British-made FH-70 howitzer. In the South Donetsk Direction, units of the Vostok Group of Troops occupied more advantageous positions, defeated the formations of the 128th Military Defense Brigade in the area of the Shoktorskoye settlement and repelled the attack of the assault group of the 58th Motorized Infantry Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the area of the Urozheno settlement of the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian Armed Forces lost over 130 military personnel, a tank, 2 armored personnel carriers, and 4 cars. In the Kherson Direction, as a result of the actions of units of the Dnieper Group of Troops, clusters of manpower and equipment of the 128th Mountain Assault and 28th Mechanized Brigades of the Armed Forces of Ukraine were inflicted fire damage in the areas of the settlements of Stepnogorsk and Cherbaky, Zaporizhzhia region. The losses of the Ukrainian Armed Forces amounted to over 55 military personnel, 2 vehicles, a D-20 howitzer, and 2 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery mounts. Operational tactical aviation, missile forces, and artillery from groupings of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation struck the site of a meeting of representatives of the command staff of the SBU and the Armed Forces of Ukraine, and also hit enemy personnel and military equipment in 137 districts. Air defense equipment destroyed the Mi-8 helicopter of the Ukrainian Air Force and also shot down 143 Ukrainian unmanned aerial vehicles, 22 rockets from the Vampire and Grad multiple launch rocket systems, 3 Hurricane rockets and a HIMARS rocket. In total, since the beginning of the special military operation, the following have been destroyed: 577 aircraft, 270 helicopters, 15,992 unmanned aerial vehicles, 486 anti-aircraft missile systems, 15,521 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,243 combat vehicles of multiple launch rocket systems, 8,440 field artillery guns and mortars, and also 19,910 units of special military vehicles. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.